Hey, this is Carla from the Butcher Babies.
This is George Corcoran, the Fisher from Cannibal Corpse.
Hey, this is Rex from Kill Devil Hill. It's Wednesday 13.
This is Dad from Devil Driving.
This is Motorist from War. You're listening to Rabid Noise
on Rabid Radio.
Turn it up.
Welcome back to Rabid Noise on Rabid Radio. That was Nevermore from Symphony X's brand new album, Underworld. And here to talk about the album and everything Symphony X is frontman Russell Allen. Excellent you could join us, man. What's going on?
Nothing much, dude. Just chilling out in good old New Jersey.
Awesome, man. Well, you're about to release your much-anticipated new album, Underworld, next week. And it's been about 4 years since your previous album, Iconoclast. You've obviously been busy with, Adrenaline Mob and other projects since then. Are you pretty excited to get back into Symphony X mode?
Yeah, man, it's been a long hiatus, but well worth it. As you can see, the guys are playing unbelievably right now, and the album just sounds amazing. So I'm really proud of them. I can't wait to get on the road with them and start kicking some butt and playing some shows.
I think amazing is definitely an understatement, man. I've been cranking it over the last couple of days, and it's definitely a really solid album, especially like with the intro track, the Overture. It's really epic, man. It must be pretty empowering to walk on stage to that and start the set with that. Is that the plan? Yeah, that's the idea. I think the coolest thing we could do is just come out with a really kick-ass show and give people a great visual to go along with this music. That's what we're talking about right now. We're going to have a warm-up kind of a tour with Overkill here in the States in the fall, and then spend the holidays just kind of building a production that we can take all over the world for festivals and everything like that. So that's what we're talking about, and that's the plan anyway. The reaction to the album's been excellent from everywhere. The reviews have been killer. People are really liking it. So we're just hoping that when it drops on the 24th, that the fans go out and buy it, support us, and we can get out to every corner of the globe on this one. That's the plan. We really can't wait to get out and start touring. Oh man, I think you will. I think the fans are definitely going to go out and get it because it's just so solid, man. I can't say enough good things about it. It's definitely.
Thanks, brother. Yeah, we're really proud of it.
You got to be. When it comes to arranging an album like Underworld, do you usually start with instrumental to kick off the vibe of the rest of the album?
Well, rolling across the instrumental intro after he knows what the theme is, and it's usually something that he'll do pretty early on, or at least get a good portion of it going. It's really after he's got a few songs under his belt, or at least the riffs and some idea of where the story's going. That'll dictate kind of what the overture is gonna sound like. And this has a lot of little secret things in it. I'm not going to give them away. I'm going to let fans find them, but it does a lot have to do with numbers and things like that. There's a lot of cool things in the musical time signatures and other things that are part of the sort of the code of this record, if you will. So there's a lot of cool things going on underneath the when you pull the layers back. So it's really exciting, and I'm hoping that fans enjoy that. The ones that are really, the musos that are going to dig into everything that we do. And so Mike usually, takes a long time to craft these things, but it's well worth the wait, dude. And so the proof is in the pudding, as they say. The album's phenomenal.
Oh, definitely, man. Well, the concept of the album draws from Dante's Inferno, right?
That's correct. Yeah, like a modern day version of it. Instead of Charon crossing the river Styx into the Greek, sort of, visual of hell that Dante put out there. He could be crossing the Hudson into New York. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That kind of a thing. And then that's what we were going for, like a bit of a new telling of a very old classical tale. So.
Yeah, that's cool. The track that I keep getting stuck on is Kiss of Fire. That's the one I'm digging at the moment.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's got a lot of old brass kind of influences in there that I dig. Like old Slayer, Metallica, things from California that I grew up with. So I'm really cool with that tune in a big way. So I love them all, dude. They all have like a bit of something about them, but that song "Kiss the Fire." It's cool when you do an album like this because there's so much variety. So a song like that really stands out. You know, if we did like a whole record of that song wouldn't be special. You know what I mean? So I do enjoy the fact that we kind of got back to having a little more variety on these records and stuff. But Iconoclast was great, but it was really one-dimensional, in my opinion, you know. And it's nice to hear these guys show a little more of the cards and stuff, and all of us, me with the singing and everybody with the playing, and then songs like Kiss the Fire just really stick out. It's like, whoa, that's intense, you know. Each album is like a painting, you know, and if you paint the whole thing red, you know, a little bit of a shade of like reddish orange isn't going to mean anything. You know what I'm saying? But if you paint it with blue and green and blue, then that red just jumps out of the painting. So that's kind of like what we did with this one. It's got a lot of different colors. So when you hear a song like Kiss the Fire, it's hot. It really heats up and it really sticks out. And that's really, really, really cool that you're digging it, because that's what it was intended to do, was stick out.
Oh man, it definitely does. It's a diverse album, as you're saying. It's definitely a journey. It's got a bit of everything in there for everyone. And as you said before, for the musos that really like to dig into, especially those prog guys, they'll pick apart everything, won't they? So it gives them something. Yeah, we give them a little puzzle to figure out. So they'll like it. It'll be cool, and they'll dwell on that for the next 5 years, I guess. But we put out another one. But but it's fun. It's fun to get them all exciting, mess with people's heads, and yada yada yada. But at the same time, we're just happy to be making music, dude. And just if we can make a song that guys like that get into, but also something that my wife will like. Hey, man, that's a win-win in my book. You know what I mean? Yeah. So. So it's pretty cool. I'm just glad that people are really liking the record, and it's awesome. Well, when it comes to you as a vocalist, man, you've got such an amazing range. And you've been doing this for so many years now. Being that you're touring a lot and you're doing different projects, what do you do to keep your voice in top shape? Well, you just said it. It's the projects. I have to be moving. If I'm not growing, I'm dying. That's kind of been my philosophy the past 5 or so years, and doing Adrenaline Mob definitely helped keep me going in terms of just being healthy and in shape. And touring with that band, it's been stressful at times because it's a new band. It always causes a new band, and everything that's happened to that band has been a lot. And I'm kind of happy in a way that it's taken a bit of a break now. It has to because of what happened, with AJ passing and stuff. But, being in that band and doing the other things I've been doing physically and creatively have helped me get to where I am right now, that what you're hearing on Underworld. So, that's really what I've been able to do, is just stay in the game, don't, sit on my laurels and, start putting on a bunch of weight, eating hot dogs all day or whatever. And just, staying in the gym, and TSO's been great for that, just kicking my butt and getting me in shape. I got a big show coming up with those guys at the end of the month. We're headlining Bakken with Sabotage and stuff. So, things like that help me just keep it going. And right now that's been the key to the secret to my success, is just staying active and keeping my voice in shape and singing and continuing to be on stage and working. Awesome, man. Well, do you get heaps of fans asking you advice or asking you for singing lessons while out on the road, things like that? I do have people asking me to do that. I mean, I thought about it, and it's honestly, I just haven't had the time. I've got a family. I got 2 little kids. My son just turned 5 on Monday, and took him camping for the first time. Him and my daughter Ava. I'm a family man, so I've got all of that stuff going on, and I'm actually sitting in a Lowe's. It's like a big Home Depot kind of a place. I don't know if you have them down there in Australia, but it's like a home improvement center, big giant place where you buy lumber and wood. And I'm in the middle of building my son a pirate ship playhouse swing set thing, So that sounds awesome. I spent a lot of time. Yeah,
I'll put some pictures up on my Facebook when I get it done. But I spend a lot of time doing stuff with them, dude. And I just don't have the time to get into giving lessons and stuff. I mean, I wish I did, but right now it's just all about them, and I spend every moment I can, with them, because I have to be on the road and stuff with the bands that I'm in. So that's the priority when I'm at home. So unfortunately, I just haven't had the time to really give people singing lessons.
Totally understand that one, man, as a family man myself. So it's like, they have to come first for a lot. So, and you love it, doing that stuff.
Maybe someday, dude, when I'm just done touring and I could chill out, and I've got the studio and everything. I could do web-based stuff there if I got into it and stuff. I mean, when I'm ready to do that, I'll throw it out there, and if people are interested, I'd be happy to do it. But right now, I'm touring, I'm making records, and spending my downtime with the kids and stuff.
Awesome, man. Well, we're going to go to the track Without You from Underworld now, and we'll be back very soon on Rabid Noise. Hey guys, just want to take a minute to give a shout out to our podcast supporters, RW Promotion, who are the best in the business when it comes to printing posters, flyers, banners, badges, business cards, you name it. They've got what it takes to help you get everything you need to help spread the word about your band or business. And with a blistering turnaround, they'll make sure you get your product ASAP. So get in touch with Richard and the team at www.rwpromotion.com.au or shoot them an email at info@rwpromotion.com.au. Also want to give a shout out to the guys at Blacklight Art and Design, who in my opinion are the Gold Coast best screen printers. So, we've gotten many band shirts and even our own Rabid Noise shirts done through these guys, and they've also got one of the fastest turnarounds I've ever seen. So all quality prints at competitive prices. So whether it's band merchandise, sporting teams, promotional garments or workwear, they've got you covered. So hit them up at www.blacklightad.com.au or email them at info@blacklightad.com.au. So big thanks to those guys for helping us to bring you this podcast each and every week, and for, of course, supporting the metal scene. So now it's back to Rabid Noise. And we're back on Rabid Noise with Russell Allen from Symphony X. Now, you've actually got another project called Level 10 with Matt Sinner from Primal Fear, and you released an album this year called Chapter 1. What's the status of that band at the moment?
Right now, there's really nothing else going on with it that I'm aware of. Matt's, of course, really busy with what he's doing, and I've got Symphony X in full swing with Underworld, really getting a lot of good attention right now in the press and stuff. So we're, right now it's just we're just a project that we got together to do. That was it, and who knows, down the road, if we have time to maybe do something else with it, it'd be great. But I really like Matt. He's a great guy, and I love making music with people I really gel with on a personal level. It's kind of where it starts for me. So, right now it's just kind of doing its thing. People really like it, and I'm proud of it. And so we're just off doing our bands, and maybe someday we can get together again.
Awesome, man. Well, I dig that record. I think it's really good.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I love that style of music. It's another departure. There's a lot of cool blues rock stuff on there that I really dig, like that early 80s, late 70s kind of vibe here and there, and it's really cool stuff, man. And so, again, it's a chance for me to explore, craft different types of tunes, learn. You can always teach an old dog new tricks, right? So
yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, no, I agree with that one. Yeah, it's awesome that you you go and experiment and challenge yourself with different projects and things like that, instead of just, as you said, waiting around eating hot dogs.
Yeah, exactly. I'd rather be doing that than just dying on the vine, so to speak, man. It's really important to me to keep creating, and every time I do something with somebody else, or I work with a new artist, or if even like producing Nocturnal and doing things like that and working with those guys, it just keeps that creative connection going, keeps that door open, and keeps my mind working and my soul inspired and stuff like that. So it's cool. And then I bring all that back into everything I do in the next thing I work on. And then this next thing that I'm doing now is Underworld with Symphony X, which is obviously a big thing. It's my It's my main band. It always has been. And I've always been able to bring everything that I've learned into this and make Symphony X